I wanted to come to China because I thought it would be a better idea to go somewhere far away from where I study and take the advantage of, I don't know, take advantage, and instead of just going to any internship, go also and explore a culture that's completely different to anything that I've experienced before. It's very crowded, for sure. I think it's pretty cool. It's a little bit different in some ways, and sometimes it's hard to tell if you're being appropriate or not, really. But other than that, people have been very friendly and very nice, and the places that I've been to are just beautiful. It's very interesting. I really like the dumplings, but I think all foreigners really like dumplings. We went to this place to have some duck. It was quite nice. I've always been a fan of Chinese duck anyways. And yeah, overall I'm quite happy, but I always like Chinese food. So in Beijing, so far I've visited the Summer Palace, the Temple of Heaven, and Tiananmen Square. I tried to get into Forbidden City, but that's still in my to-do list. Oh yeah, I've been to the Great Wall. Oh my god! It's just so hard to think of everything. But I've been to the Great Wall. It was so cool, and I just couldn't stop myself from making up challenges so I could come back to China and maybe, I don't know, walk the whole Great Wall, which turned out to be impossible, but I'll think of something. That's so hard to say. My favorite place? That's too hard. I don't know. I like every place, to be honest. It's just nice. It's alright, like if you take a cab, most of the time it'll charge you £3, under £5 for sure. And if you take the subway, it's like 20p or 20 RMB, which is not too bad. Although it's very crowded, so if you're rushing to work, you may think about, oh, am I gonna get in the first train? Am I gonna get in the second train? Is it gonna be too crowded? But other than that, it's pretty easy. The accommodation that we got is pretty good. I mean, it was just part of this gated community. It had, well, it's a share flat, and I was with 2 more people. I'm still with 2 people. We have a kitchen, bathroom. It's everything that we need is there really, and it's very nice, very close to a subway station, so it was very convenient. It's important to go out there and see what it's like to work for a corporation rather than just do whatever you're doing in university, because you do it in a different environment. You gotta meet the people, you gotta talk to them and deal with more things than just your lecturers. I've gained quite a bit of experience talking to Chinese people, mostly, and just what I came from really, to see how people work in a corporation, especially in a place that's so culturally distant from where I live. I'm working for Delsk. It's a real estate company, and what interns are doing there is some research. So what I needed to do at first is make a presentation about my own country so they can explore it as an option for investment to connect Chinese investors with potentially Bulgarian properties. So I've been working on that and researching about living conditions, taxes, prices, and I also got to choose a country to research, just to say why I like that country so much and pitch it to them. Okay, so it's a bit hard to explain. Chinese work culture is a bit different in terms that you're not told the rules, but you need to follow them anyways. So if you don't follow a rule, there will be people that are very angry, but you won't get a handout explaining, oh, you need to do this and don't do this. My colleagues are lovely. As long as you approach them, they'll be the best people ever. But they won't actively approach you. Although if you talk to them, they're absolutely lovely. I saw in a website, milkraround.com, I was looking up internships and I saw a few agencies that were offering internships in China, and I decided to go for Get Into China because I knew a girl that came to China through this agency, and I thought, okay, well, they're not a scam, so I'll go for that. Yeah, I went to the website and I checked for how much time I can go. I started checking some of the available internships, and I also saw the terms and conditions, the prices, so it was pretty good. Yeah, it just took me some time to see all the information since it's a lot of things to see. finding an internship by myself would have been hard. I guess not impossible, but it would have been pretty hard since I had no idea what Beijing is like, and I wouldn't like to either come here and have no accommodation and no job and just go home with empty-handed, you know? Or the other thing I was afraid would be find a job here, come all the way here and realize that I'm scammed. So from that point of view, it was a better choice to come with Get Into China. So as I was applying, I just got like, each step that I was going, I got some specifications about what I need to do at that specific moment. For example, they told me, oh, send us your passport photo or send us your visa. And they would tell me which visa exactly to apply for. But other than that, I was just doing the paperwork by myself. Obviously, there's only so much they can do. Yeah.
Okay.
And when I came here, this very charming guy picked me up from the airport. And showed me to the accommodation, which was pretty good because after that I got lost in Beijing so many times. I would have gotten lost from the airport to my house for sure. So it was helpful. The staff, well, I haven't met everybody obviously, but the staff that I met from Get Into China are very friendly and approachable, and they definitely just were trying to help all the time. This one time I was asking for directions because I was completely lost as always. And these two girls, they must have been around 10 or 12 years old, and they told me, oh yeah, it's just that way. And in Chinese, I think that's what they said. And when I looked at them confused, they just said, oh no, just something in Chinese. And they started walking away, and I thought, okay, well, that's me, I'm by myself. And one of them turned around, looked at me confused, and said, follow me. So they were as lost as me, but they found my way to the place where I wanted to go, and they showed me to the door, which was unexpected and very nice, and a little bit weird, but nice. Learn some Mandarin before you come, definitely, because I only know a few words. I'm not going to demonstrate, but it would definitely be very, very useful. And once you come here, you don't really have time to sit down and learn by yourself. Some people sign up to classes, but I don't know how much time they have after that. So I think before coming to China, it's a good idea to learn Mandarin just to get things going, and it doesn't seem to be that hard.